Typically when you walk into an aquatics environment, into a pool, you walk right by the sign that has a list of pool rules or spa rules. Some of the most essential messages that would keep your child from drowning go unnoticed. Clarion came together with the Aquatic Safety Research Group and Dr. Tom Griffiths to develop a set of core safety signs.
The most important warnings, these warnings take care of 90% of the liability at the pool, are for parents to watch their children closely. If parents are reminded to watch their children and watch them actively, not passively in a lounge chair, but actively, the chance of drowning we know is significantly reduced. Secondly, another sign we want is that non-swimmers should wear life jackets. Even in shallow water pools that are 5 feet deep, a child under the age of 12 will drown if they don't know how to swim. We have to warn the public about not diving into water. You need a minimum of 9 feet of water when you dive from a swimming pool deck to be perfectly safe. And one of the less frequently used signs in the United States, but it's probably the most important sign, is that we should not allow any extended breath holding for long periods of time, particularly when it's done many times over and over again. It's a combination of blowing off your carbon dioxide, which is the trigger mechanism to breathe, and then using up all your oxygen so that you cannot support consciousness. And so you black out. You aspirate water, and then you drown quickly. Swimming pools really have to be very, very vigilant so that they educate and warn the guests that come there that lifeguards may or may not be on duty. Most hotels and resorts are exempt from the lifeguard requirement. They only have a duty to warn. The guests ultimately need to protect themselves and be safe in the water. The data shows year in and year out that the number of people who drown in America is significant, about 4,000 people each and every year. We're not looking at minor injuries. We don't want to sign everything. If we sign everything, then a guest doesn't read anything. But we just want to warn against the big losses, against death, paralysis, and huge financial losses for that aquatic facility.
One of the unique things about the Clarion system is that we're using graphical symbols. You can ignore word messages, you walk right by them, but it's very difficult visually to ignore a symbol that is simple in its design and communicates a single message. The second major concept that's unique about this pool safety sign system is that it repeats and reinforces the key messages that have to be communicated in a pool environment. You see the signs when you first enter the pool area. You understand more about the hazards when you see the more explicit sign that's in the locker room area, and then you're reminded of those hazards when you're actually out in the pool area itself. It's not a smattering of individual signs, it's a system. When we're talking about risk reduction and we're talking about liability prevention, you want to be in a place where you can say, what more could we have done? In the vast number of lawsuits that are brought against facility owners, especially in the aquatics environment, the adequacy of the warning is what's going to be challenged. Was a warning given in the first place, and if it was it adequate? We partnered with the National Drowning Prevention Alliance to perform comprehension testing on these graphic-based signs, and they've proven effective. Using this system gives you the confidence to know that you've reduced the liability risk for your organization and, more importantly, protected your people.